Howdy folks, welcome back to Mega Man 4. So, I think it's about time we put an end to Doctor Cossac's silly ambitions to conquer the world. So, here we go. It's Cossack number 4? Yeah, 4. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Still has the very kick-ass music from Cossack 3. I love that opening shot, by the way, with the moon and everything. There's some weapon energy for you. You may want to use a balloon or a rush coil or something to get up there and refill some stuff. I didn't really need to. I'd rather just move on. There is an energy tank there. Once again, make sure you're picking these things up. I say to preserve Drill Bomber as much as you can, and all your weapons, by the way. That doesn't just go for Drill Bomber, it's all the weapons. But make sure you're picking up those energy tanks, unless you already have 9, in which case you can't carry anymore. And, like, you don't want any more, because you can't carry them, so you don't want to waste the energy, and, like, you know... I don't know where that's coming from. Anyway. Up here, we're going to utilize the wire and the drill bomber to take a nice little shortcut, after we destroy these bat enemies, whose names I don't know. I think they're called Batongs, or something like that. Oh god, I love the fucking wire. Anyway, we're going to use the drill bomber to get access to another fucking energy tank. I'm not going to say Mega Man 4 is one of the easiest games in the Mega Man series, but it falls somewhere in the middle. But when you know what you're doing, you can get energy tanks really fucking easily. Again, the drill bomber will kill the Slinkies in one shot, but they take 5 with the Mega Buster. You can shoot them pretty quick, they're really slow. I recommend just using the Mega Buster. Again, save your drill bomber. Anyway, we're gonna slide. This part right here is really good for farming if you're low on health or lives or you need weapon energy. That weapon energy up there is a fucking trap. I have such a bitch of a time getting up there with the wire, because the wire is realistically the only thing that you can use to get up there. It's such a bitch. Anyway, it's Big Bad Doctor Cossack in one of these crane grabber machines. This is actually probably the shittiest run of Doctor Cossack I've ever had. Basically, if you stay under him too long, he picks you up and then slams you into the ground, and it does a shitload of damage. Otherwise, he just shoots 3 pellets at you in a spread formation. Pretty easy to dodge. You want to make sure you're sliding when you're under him, just because that way you're moving quickly enough and it won't grab you. And Dr. Cossack's actually pretty pathetically easy. He made these Robot Masters. How in the world did he plan on conquering the world with this? This! It's a fucking crane grab machine, come on! It's the thing the little alien toys in Toy Story worship, for God's sake. Oh, I got so lucky right there. I so thought that was gonna hit me and kill me. Proto Man! Please, Mega Man, don't! My father is not evil! Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced him to fight you. Please, Mega Man, don't hurt my father anymore. What? Dr. Wily? We defeated him 3 times, or Mega Man did. I haven't yet. Proto Man is our friend, kind of. Kind of. Not really at this point. At this point in the series, he's not really our friend. He's just kind of there. But that's a Mega Man previous game spoiler, so we'll save that. But Dr. Wily was manipulating Dr. Cossack. We gotta go put an end to him. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Wily 1. This is my favorite level in the game, by the way. So, because I'm not playing these games in order, well, I don't really have plans to do the whole series. If I do the whole series, fantastic. I do own all the games and can actually record all of them. But anyway. Because I'm not playing these games in order, some of you are probably like, who the fuck is Dr. Wily? Dr. Wily is an evil, Einstein-looking mad scientist guy who is the main villain of the series. He is the one who was the villain in Mega Man 1 and 2. It is just, it's pretty, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, he's the villain, and he's pretty kick-ass. I like him quite a bit. And this is my favorite fucking level, because it is nothing but fucking med-tools here. I love these guys. They're so cute, and I always have a bitch of a time killing them. Make sure you're refilling Drill Bomber. I keep saying that, but I want to make sure you people understand. You want to keep Drill Bomber full. Watch out for spikes. This is the only level in which Rush Marine has any kind of real usefulness, and that's only for 1 or 2 jumps coming up. Right here is one of them. Isn't it? No, not that one. It's right here. This is the one I'm thinking of. Basically, because you're underwater, you jump a lot higher. So, instead of trying to make that jump where there's spikes at the top and the bottom, I decide to take Rush Marine and fly across without having to jump. That Rush Marine, rather. It's pretty shitty. This is the only other part that I use it, and even then, this one's not that bad. But yeah, that's Rush Marine. This is literally the only part in the game that I think it has any kind of remote use. And oh joy, reappearing, disappearing blocks. Fantastic. They're not so bad here in Mega Man 4 because of all the tools they give you to get across. But if you're unaware of what reappearing, disappearing blocks are, basically they're blocks that appear and then disappear as other blocks show up and then reappear. Hence, reappearing, disappearing blocks. The wire is fantastic to skip right there. The first block puzzle, you're not so lucky because you can't use the wire if you're in water at all. At all. And they go out of their way to make sure that, yeah, you're not fucking using the wire to completely skip all our block puzzles. Fuck you, Mega Man. I'm at 9 energy tanks, by the way. I feel like I should mention that because we're coming up on our 10th one. I cannot carry 10 energy tanks, so yeah. Again, this game's not that... It's not one of the easier ones in the series, I feel, but it's definitely not the easiest. It's right in the medium, right in the middle for challenge. I like it a lot. I am pretty sure this boss is against Ring Boomerang, and honestly, I'm really bad at fighting it. Basically, though, it's a giant Met-Tool! Isn't it cute? When it hits the ground, littler Met-Tools fall down. Luckily, the Ring Boomerang kills them in one shot. But you're also stunned for a little bit. I can never get underneath him and get to the other side without getting hit when he jumps, by the way. So, I'm always getting hit in this fight. I'm really bad at fighting this thing. I know I am. Luckily, I am almost positive he's weak against the Ring Boomerang. It drains his health pretty damn quick. Like I said, you want to make sure you're preserving your weapon energy, but believe me, you want to make sure you're using the weaknesses if you're bad against the bosses. And energy tanks, also. I didn't want to fucking die, because if you die, your weapon energy remains what it was when you died, so I'd be almost out of Ring Boomerang. So, I'd have to resort to the Buster, and I'd probably have to use more energy tanks. Anywho, though, the giant Met-Tool is dead. That was my favorite level in the game, because I love the Met-Tools. I love that jingle, by the way. I was talking over the first one, like the first level with it, but I love that jingle. Anywho, it's Wily number 2. So Wily number 2 is so fucking filled with spikes. It probably has the most spikes in the game, of any stage in the game. There are spikes fucking everywhere in Mega Man 4. Spikes are one-hit kill, so you want to make sure you're making these jumps pretty damn well. These fucking ladybugs, I hate them. I hate them. They take 2 shots to kill. They're always in inconvenient places. You want to use the balloon to get this energy tank. I don't think Rush Jet can do it. And I know for a fact Rush Coil and the Wire can't. You want to slide and then move off so that way you, like, miss the spikes. Again, spikes are one-hit kill. You want to make sure you're avoiding them. Caterpillars are easy fucking kills. Yeah, it's not that bad. Right here is annoying. I have a really shitty time getting across here. You need to use Rush Jet. You need to use Rush Jet, and you want to make sure you're kicking it out quickly enough. I'm really lucky right there. I so thought I was going to miss Rush Jet or get hit and something. Eddie! Holy shit, Eddie. Another energy tank? God damn. A big part of why I have so many energy tanks is because I've been so fucking lucky. this playthrough. Seriously, I've been getting energy tank after energy tank from Eddie. And believe me, that's not usually how it goes. I usually get health from Eddie more often than anything else. These mummies, we've just seen them in Pheromon stage. He's too nice to women. But they like to throw their heads. Luckily, you can still shoot them while they're throwing them. They're really easy to kill because you just massively tap the fire button. You rapid shoot. And yeah, they're easy to kill. Even though there are spikes fucking everywhere in this stage, it's still pretty tame, I gotta be honest. It's pretty tame. As far as enemies go, I think the previous stage was worse. Right here, you need either the wire, the balloon, or rush coil. I'm using rush coil because I like to use the balloon and the wire for other things. Even though I'll admit I kind of fucked up right there. I should have just grabbed the fucking ladder. But whatever. Whatever! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, kids. As I mentioned before, the wheel enemy things are like the only enemies I feel I need to charge up to kill in this, because if they get too close, then they kind of turn on a shield and start spinning as that one above Mega Man is doing. I'm refilling Ring Boomerang, by the way. We're going to need it again. Anyway, they start spinning like that. The one charged up blast kills them, though, so they're like the only enemy in this game that I feel I really need to charge up to kill. And I'd actually recommend bringing out the Drill Bomber for these, because even though I'm saying to preserve it, it'll speed things up. Otherwise, though, feel free to use the Mega Buster. They're still pretty damn easy to take out. This one's a little bit tougher just because you're on a tiny platform and there are spikes around you. 2 Drill Bombers, it dies. The Drill Bomber's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Anywho, the boss we're coming up to, again, I should really stress, I am not a Mega Man veteran. I'm very new to these games. I have no idea what the fuck this thing's weak against. All I know is that it is very hard to hit it with anything other than the Mega Buster. You have to hit the red jewel on its forehead, and it's really specific aiming. Pretty much all the bosses from here on out, well, kinda. You have to have really specific aiming to kill, and that's something that I don't really particularly care for. But hey, I'll take that over some of the bullshit they put you through in Mega Man 2. Again, though, I want to save that because I do plan on doing a playthrough of the first 3 Mega Man games at some point in the future. At least the first 3, because I feel kind of bad that I'm starting with 4. But yeah, keep using the Mega Buster. Make sure you're using energy tanks when you need to. Even if it's your first time playing and you're using energy tanks a lot more than I am. Not to toot my own horn, but, you know, I am the Pink Panther. But, you know, make sure you're using them when you need to. Although, I will say, this is one of the few bosses that if you don't, like, if you're wanting to save energy tanks, maybe you want to just die here. Not promoting killing yourself, but I'm just saying, that way your health is refilled for the boss. I'm just trying to hit it with pellets, because I thought one more pellet would do it. But, anywho, huzzah! We defeated the boss of Wily 3. Stay tuned for Wily 4.